Hey everybody, this is an update video on my blue dog that I've been raising for the past year. She was born not this December but last December. She just turned a year old on December 23rd. I've collected a ton of videos, mainly just small snippets between the time I got her, which was around 8 weeks old, up until now. Today's date, I believe, let me check, is January 10th, and I haven't hunted her for the past week or so. But this is basically her progress videos. I started them out young, working on coon tails, letting them chase pet rabbits, taking them with the rabbit dogs, and eventually from taking them with the rabbit dogs, the red bone and the blue tick. This video is mainly focusing on the blue tick. I'm going to make one of the red bone. My blue tick's name is Ichetucknees Blue Moon. She came from a man by the name of Kenny Tanner. He lives, it's almost in Mobile, Alabama, right there at the Florida Alabama line. And I've been more than pleased with the dog. Since I got her, she's very, very intelligent compared to most of the hounds that I've owned. I can tell that there's a huge difference between her and a lot of the dogs, hounds specifically, that I've owned. She really, really just figures it out on her own, and she's done that since she was a puppy. The first time I actually ever caught her trailing sign was actually, I was literally just outside and I heard a dog barking out in the woods, and I was like, man, what dog is that? And I had them turn loose on the 20 acres I live on, and I walked out there, and I don't know what she was trailing, but I mean, she was just a couple months old. I hadn't had her very long, and she was out there trailing whatever it was, and she didn't trail her for very long. Stopped once she saw me, got worried about me. But I kept taking them with the rabbit dogs once they got started, let them run rabbits a little bit. Showed them a cage coon. They started following the coon tail, treeing the coon tail. I try to do that as much as I can in between taking them hunting and stuff like that. So eventually what I did is let them chase a coon out of a trap up a tree. You'll see that here in the clips ahead. And then I only showed them a cage coon a few times. I think showing them a cage coon too many times, that gets them used to looking at the cage itself. That can ruin a dog quick, in my opinion. So I only do it a few times. Long story short, after working with them over and over time, she started trailing real good. Ended up seeing a coon on the edge of the yard one night and put her and a red bone after it, and then that was the first wild coon that you see that they treed in the upcoming videos, and they did amazing. And she's turned into an amazing dog. Season started about 2 months ago that we were able to hunt them. So from the time she was 10 months old, which is a clip you'll see at some point, until the time she's a year old now, we've probably treed 25 coons with her. She's done an amazing job. I couldn't ask for a better dog as of right now. I mean, she's still young. Has, the only quirk really that she has is that when we first start to hunt, she doesn't want to cast very far. The way I hunt with my dogs is not like other people. A lot of people just sit at the truck and turn their dogs loose and let them just run off and hunt till they find a coon. I'm not like that. I hunt with my dogs just like rabbit hunting. I get my dogs out, I walk them through the woods. I walk to management areas most of the time. I usually walk and hunt. I don't do a whole lot of driving and hunting unless the dogs get off real far for some reason. I'll go back to the truck and drive around to the nearest road and then walk into them if I have to. But here's some of the videos. And just enjoy them, and let me know what you think. I tried to do a voiceover on some of the videos to kind of explain what was going on. The voiceover didn't turn out so well, so I'm sorry about that, and I'll work on it. I just don't edit videos and stuff like that very much, so I'm kind of working on that. But here's some footage of the blue dog running, training, and everything else. So little Ann, which is that one, the big red one, she is leading a pretty good example for the two younger dogs. They are loving this coontail for one. For two, she's actually starting to bark while chasing it. They ain't real big. Hell, you see my boot. Ain't much bigger than my boots. They're still young, so. But got good noses on them. Just gotta teach them how to use them. Come on. Let's go. Got all tuckered out, huh? Yeah. Alright, so in this video here you're seeing, this is just about a month or so later after what you just seen, probably a couple weeks. I've been taking them out with the rabbit dogs, letting them get used to actually hunting, and basically just trying to get them to bark on some rabbit sign with these beagles. And once we get them doing that, then I'll start working with them with actual coon hide and an actual live coon and everything else. First time they're ever seeing a coon. Already you don't like it from a distance. Well, first time seeing a live one. Get him, girls! Get him, girls! Watch him, girls! Get him, girls! Now, this being the first time they ever saw a live coon, get him, girls! I tried to let them have as much fun with it as I could, get them as excited as possible. Get him, girls! The reason I'm, hollering, trying to get them as excited as possible and get them into it. As you can see, they're enjoying it. It's something awful. Get him, girls! And at this stage, they are only about 4 months old, I want to say. 3.5, 4 months old. Come on out, you little bastard. Forgive me, because at this point I'm just trying to get the coon out and I'm having a horrible time. Get your ass out. Go. Go. Watch him. Ah. But when he does come out here, he runs off. The dogs are doing good. One of them bites him. He turns around and grabs a hold of him. Oh, shit. Then he immediately goes up the tree. Get him, girls. Oh! Now, the reason I'm barking here is because they've never actually treed anything like this, and I'm trying to give them the right idea as to what to do. Bark at him, girls. They didn't treat him like I wanted them to, but this is the first time they've ever had the opportunity, so I was not disappointed in the least bit, especially after they barked after him like they did. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Oh! At this point, I'm about to shoot the coon out. This is after I shot the coon out. I'm letting them eat it up, bite on it as much as they want to, try to get them as excited as possible over it. Get him. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Now this is me putting them with the rabbit dogs, trying to get them in there barking after some rabbit sign with these dogs, and they are getting better at following them and actually getting in there and hunting. You can see they're running around back from me to the other dogs, back and forth, back and forth. Babies. Now this is the first time they've ever treated anything. They smelled a squirrel that went up in this tree. I actually saw the squirrel, but they did an amazing job at treeing in here, especially for the first time. Get him, girls. My goodness. And at this point in the clip, I want to say they're around 5 months old. They didn't see him at all. I didn't even see him hardly. I caught him slipping into the nest. It's the first thing they've ever treed by themselves. Get him, babies. Get them, girls. Yes, ma'am. Show them what it's about, honey. Get them, babies. Get them, girls. Get them, babies. Get them. Get them, girls. So we're about to move to the next clip, and the next clip is going to happen really fast. We actually treed up a bobcat, and I was able to shoot it, and they called it, and I had to shoot it again. And they were only about 5-6 months old when this happened, so it was a great learning experience for them. Now this is the very first time they ever actually ran a wild coon. This is some great footage, so pay attention. Run in there, running a coon. I pray to God they can tree him. And I know for a fact it was a coon because I've seen it. Now at this point I have very good confidence in the dog's trailing abilities, even though they're young puppies, but their trailing ability is still a little off and on, so I'm hoping that they can actually tree this coon. I wasn't sure if they were going to be able to or not. Now forgive me, I'm just trying to keep up with them here in the woods. They're kind of curving towards the back side of the property, going on to my neighbors, which I obviously do have permission to run. And that's where they end up treeing him, is just across my property line there. Sounds like they might be treeing. So as anybody knows, when they start to tree, the sound of their bark or brawl changes, and I just heard that, so at this point I could realize that they were treed. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. I walked way over there. Managed to see some eyes way at the top. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Get him, honey. Get him, girls. So this is their first coon. Get him, girls. Get him, baby. It's another clip from the same tree. Come on, little land, bang him up. Get him, honey. Get him up that tree. You got you a coon up there, huh? And as you can tell, I'm just trying to keep them into it and keep them excited. Show them that they've done a good job. I sat in this tree for probably a half hour or so with the dogs letting them tree before I shot it out. Get him, girl. Get them, babies. Just a little more treeing action out of this. I was super proud of them, so I wanted to take plenty of footage. Get them, girls. Get them. There you go. Get them. Get them up that tree. Get them. Get him, girls. Get him. Get him, baby. That's what you was hunting for. Of course, I just shot it out for him. Got him knocked out. It's ever really been shot out to him, so I'm gonna let him have it for the night. Let him chew on it for a while. Oh, Redbone's got the trailing down, and she got the treeing down. Maybe they can teach one another. Oh, is that coon good? Get him, honey, huh? You don't know what to do with it now that you caught it, huh? So this is a coon that I had actually caught in a trap, and I turned it loose about 30 minutes before I put the dogs on it. They ran it pretty good, but they ended up running it too far, so I had to stop them. They never ended up treeing this one, but they did a lot of good trailing here. And it's very important to remember, I've only shown them one cage coon so far. They did not see this coon before I turned it loose. And at this point, they've got to be somewhere around 6 months in age, maybe a little more. I'm not going to bore you with a bunch of me walking around, but they ended up trailing it pretty good, and I was super proud of them. This is another portion of the clip where I was trying to catch up to them before I had to stop them and tone them back to me. And at this point they were tone trained, so it was fairly easy to recall them. Now this is a coon tail that they had treed. I do this exercise with them as much as possible in between hunting and everything else. Basically, I just drag the coon hide and let them hunt it and tree it. Usually I do about 100 yards at a time. Trailed it from down there. Get him, girl. Talk to him, son. This again is some clips of the dog treeing for the first time on her own. Right here. This is her first solo on anything. Get him, honey. Get him, honey. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Get him, honey. Fucking flying squirrel. Get him, honey. Get him, honey. Get him, honey. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Get him. Come here. Get back on him right here. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Get back to him, honey. Get back to him, girls. Get back to him. Now, this is another great night. This was her treeing a flying squirrel on one of the times I took her hunting with just her and the other pup. Get him, honey. Get him, honey. Neither of them was interested in it at first, and I was wondering why. Must not be leaving much scent. It just got done raining. You gonna get after him, baby? Yeah. That old red bone, she ain't too big on the squirrels. Yeah, you better live like you ain't a coon, man. Get after him, honey. Oh, blue tick. Come here. Come here. Get back after him. Get him, honey. Get him, girl. Get him, baby. Get him, baby. They dedicated to him. Clip from the same tree from that flying squirrel. Come on, Moon. Get him, honey. Get after him, baby. Get him, girl. Good job, baby. Good job, honey. Yeah. Get him. Now this was the second cage coon I'd ever let them see, and they did a pretty good job at wanting to tree it. Keep with it. Get him, blue tick. Get him, girl. Get him, blue. Get him, blue. Get him, blue dog. Get him, red bone. Get him, red bone. Get him, little lamb. Get him, little lamb. Get him, little lamb. Get him, girl. Get him, blue. Get him, son. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him, girls. Get him. That's him. Get him. This clip here is of her solo treeing for the first time. Get him. Get him, baby. Not even a year old yet. the meat out to her. Girl, I don't know if you can see that. That's a double tree. Get him, girl. Get him, baby. Get him, girl. Coon crazy, honey. Get him, girl. Yes. Oh, get him. Get him, girl. That's him. Good girl, baby. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him, girl. Oh, yeah. You earned that, baby. Get him, girl. Heck, there's 4 or 5 of them up there. We're gonna leave the rest for another night. Get him, girl. He's happy about that, ain't you, huh? He's happy about that, huh? Get your coon, baby. Get your coon. Get him, baby. Let's go. Come on. Get him. Let's go up to the house. Come on. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Yes, ma'am. Look at you. Good girl. Good girl, honey. You proud of it, ain't you? Good, baby. Good girl, honey. They figured him out. Get him, girl. Get him, baby. And coon is right up there. Oh, right there, you see his eyes shining. Look. All these broken trees. He done went up and down. Get him. Get him, girl. Get him, Blue Dog. Blue Dog's the one who treated him. 10-month-old Blue Dog. Get him. Ichetucknees big chopper. Ichetucknees blue moon. Get after him, baby. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him, girl. That's him. That's him. Get him. Get him, baby. Get him, baby. Get him. Now this is me getting down here with them, coaching them through it, you know, hyping them up, letting them know they're doing a good job, just trying to praise them positive. Get them, babies. Get them. Get them. Get him, Blue. Get him, Blue Dog. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. We got one up in this tree. We just treed 2 in the other one. Come on, get him, girl. That's him, baby. Get him. Get him. Get him, girl. That's him. That's him. That's him. Get him. Get him, girl. Get So obviously at this point, she just passed 10 months old, and after she turned 10 months old, we really started hunting her by herself and or just her and the red bone together. This video is mainly about us training the blue tick herself, so we're just mainly focusing on her. And she's done an amazing job up at this point, and from the time she was 10 months old to where she's at now, which is about a year and 2 weeks, a year and 3 weeks, she's done amazing, and we've hunted her a ton in the past 2 months.
Get him, girls.
Really turned her on.
Get him, girls. We got him, son. We got the meat. Thank you, Blue Dog. Yes, ma'am, that's him. We got the meat, honey. We got the meat. That's him. Good dog, baby. That is it right there. It don't get no better than that. Get him, coon dog. That is him. Get him, coon dog. I'm glad you spotted them eyes. I was hunting all over that tree.
Hey,
this is the third time we've treed in the same tree and ain't been able to find a coon.
Both of them looking right at me, bro, and I said, "Oh, you done."
Oh, found him. He was smart. He's keeping his head hid.
Good shit, Bubba. Good shit, Blue Dog. Yeah, Blue.
Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Oh, he still got some life left in him. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Get him, Red Bone. Get him, Red Bone. Get him, Red Bone. That is it. Get him, Red Bone. Get him, Red Bone. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him. Get him now. Get him. Whoa, whoa, hey, don't drag this bitch over here. Get him, girls. Get him, girls. Yes. Get him. Get him. Get him by the head, Red Bone. Get him in the head, Red Bone. Get him. Get him. Ooh. Get him. Dogs are about 10 and a half months old, 11 months old. Listen here, Bubba. It don't get no better than that. Certified king dog right here, son. Listen here. Certified. Get him right there, girl. Get him, honey. That's him. Tree him up. Get him, girl.
So this is her just hunting once again. We've been showing some footage of her hunting the past. You know, this was like over a 2-month period, you know, here since I spoke last about her being 10 months old, and she's really amazing. This is just another tree. I'm going to show quite a few more here.
Girl. Get him. Get him, baby.
This was on some public land. Before we could shoot the coon out, the game warden came up and was checking her license and everything, so we didn't wind up shooting the coon out, long story short.
Get him, babies. All right, y'all. We are coming to the pens to grab old Blue Dog. What you doing, Blue Dog? What you doing, Blue Dog? She was a year old yesterday. I really wanted to take her out to Trade Coon, but I couldn't, so we're gonna take her tonight. I'm gonna solo her. See how she does. Hey, baby. Boy, she was born December 23rd. That's him. Get him, Blue Dog. That's him, baby. We got 3 of them up here. Get him, Blue Dog. Get him, honey. Get him, baby. Get him, Blue Dog. Get him, girl. One, 2, 3. Look at that. There's one in the center right there. There's one up there, and there's one up there on the other one. We got a triple coon tree. Get him, baby. Get him, girl. Get him, honey. Get him, honey. It was hard to find this one through all this water. Get him, honey. Get him, girl. Get him, baby girl. Get him, honey. Yep. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. One right there, too. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. That's him, baby. Get him, girl. Get him. That's him, baby. Get him, girl. Good girl, baby. Good girl, honey. Give it to him good, honey. Good girl, baby. Good girl, honey. Good girl, baby. Good girl, honey. Get him, baby. Good girl. Honey him up, baby. Honey him up, girl. Get him, baby. Get him right there, Blue Dog. Get him, baby. That's him. Get him, honey. Get him, baby. Christmas night. Get him, baby. Get him, baby. Tomorrow's Christmas morning. We should have brought a gun with us, but we didn't. We just wanted to come tree one. She turned a year old on yesterday, which was on the 23rd. Got us another one on the way out. Get him, Ma. It's just a single though, but it's a big one. Get him right there, Ma. She don't like running in this water whatsoever. Get him, Ma. Get him, Ma. This makes 4 coons tonight we've treed. We did see another one in a tree that ran up about 20 yards from the other tree we had, but not really considering that. Get him right there, Ma. Get him, Ma. Get him, baby. That's him. That's him. Get him right there, Ma. Get him right there, Ma. Get him right there, Ma. Get him, Mama. Get him, girl. Get him right there, girl. Get him right there, honey. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. It is fucking freezing out here. And we out here in this water. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Get him, girl. Another tree tonight. Get him, baby. Get him, girl. So this is our third tree for the night. We had 3 in the first tree, 1 in the second tree, and then this is 1 in the third tree. Get him, baby. Get him, baby. Good girl. She ran this one a ways. Get him, honey. Get him, baby.
A little more footage of the same
That's
tree.
him, girl. Get him, baby.
She tried to tree another coon in this tree, but we could never find any eyes. There was a ton of foliage still up in the tree. All the leaves was in the tree. You couldn't hardly see nothing, you know, up there. So we ended up taking her off and hunting for another coon. Take that light. Alright, so we pulled her off that tree. We could not find a coon to save our lives, but the tree still got a lot of leaves in it. And down here in Florida, we can't never get all the leaves to fall out of the trees. Gonna move on and see if we can't get her after another one here soon. Alright, so that's about all the footage I used. I had a ton of other footage. I just didn't want to make this video too long. It's already like gonna be like probably 40 minutes long, which is kind of ridiculous because I've never really made a video that long. But I wanted to put plenty of footage of her treeing in there and working and stuff like that. So I've hunted her a ton. Like, I've had great opportunity to run her a lot. Something I've noticed is, especially after those videos, and this is something that's happened recently in the past few weeks, those videos where we were treeing those coons in the water. She trailed those coons to the water all the way to those trees, and she went probably 100 yards through the water before she treed those coons. So she did a pretty good job. I mean, I don't know how she did it, but that wasn't the first, or that was the first time. Wasn't the last time that night she did it. And then it's not the last time she did it since then. And I've noticed now that she's realized that she can smell scent on the water. Because most of the water that we're around is just like swamp bottoms. It's real still water. It's not flowing or nothing like that. She will literally put her nose to the top of the water and literally sniff and smell the top of the water. Wherever the coon has like crossed, whether it's a small, like a small little ditch or creek, like bank or anything like that, she'll smell where the coon went in the water, and she'll follow right through, and she'll come out on the other side. She'll keep right on with it, or she'll, a lot of times where we hunt, what these coons will do is they'll swim out into the water to one of the little islands like what you found, and then climb up a tree in the island and hide. So that way I assume they do that to hide from coyotes and stuff like that, take them off their trails. But they do it sometimes whenever the dogs get after them, and she's gotten pretty good at finding them. She's got a pretty good nose on her. She trails good, she trees good. I've ran her, like I said, a ton. Excuse me. Most of my training has been done on private land. A lot of the hunts you saw though is on public land. We have permission to hunt. The red bone that you saw, I didn't talk about her a ton in this, or add a ton of footage of her in here. I've been using my red bone little Ann as a blood dog as well, and she's done amazing this year. She probably found 20 deer that was shot and wounded. She did a great job. And as you can tell, in the beginning of all those videos, I went all the way back to when they were like 8 weeks old, when they were puppies. Some of the things that I started doing at that age is just playing with them with a coon tail, letting them figure out how to use their nose. A lot of times right before feed time, when I know they're good and hungry, I'll just take a big old handful of food and toss it in the grass, scatter it out, and let them see me throw it in the grass. And it's really hard for them to find, but what they'll do is they'll use their noses. They'll get in there and use their noses to find that feed, and you know, eat up what they can, and then of course, you know, you feed them their daily food. But what that does is it teaches them to use their nose to find, you know, those little pieces of food. And then I've come to find that it helps them learn how to use their nose, so that way when you start, you know, pulling a hide or a tail or anything like that, it gives them a little idea of kind of what to do. Other than that, I mean, I think that's about it. I'm gonna keep hunting her hard. I'm gonna try to make some better videos. Usually my videos are pretty short and stuff like that. I just take like clips really while I'm out hunting, but I'm gonna try to take more in-depth videos. I've got some other dogs I've been running for other people, training for other people. I've got 2 beagles from a guy I've been training. I got a bunch of footage from that, a bunch of short clips kind of like this. Probably going to put that together into a video. I'm going to put together a red bone video, and that's probably it. Probably put together a few videos on my pens I've put together and stuff like that, and how I make coon feeders, maybe. Hell, I don't know. Anything. But y'all let me know if y'all have any ideas. Thank you for watching, and I greatly appreciate it.